Welcome back to another All Sports podcast on this Sunday at 9:02 a.m. It's November 19th. Thought I'd say that first before we get started. Well, let's start off with college football. None of much really happened. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. My ranking shouldn't really change, which will come out Wednesday. TCU rolled over Texas Tech 27-3. Northwestern beat Minnesota 39-0. Wow. And Minnesota just needs to win Tuesday to get to a bowl game. Alabama rolled all over Mercer, so does Clemson roll over Citadel. Miami got hung up with Virginia for a little bit, but then just took it. Then Oklahoma won. Michigan had it, and then Wisconsin took it away. Auburn won, Georgia won, Notre Dame won, Ohio State won, Penn State won, eliminating Nebraska's chance to make it to a bowl game. USC won. Kansas State upsetted Oklahoma State. So I'm going to go to conference standings. So you're going to see how close it will be for conference championships. UCF won. Mississippi State won by a touchdown. Michigan State won. Washington won. Wake Forest upset NC State. Did not see that one coming, but they're both pretty decent teams. I don't know what I'll do about that. LSU won. Memphis won. Stanford won. And of course, Boise State won. So that's that part. Now let's check out the conference standings here. Because this is where some of these may get a little interesting. So the American Athletic Conference obviously has a bowl game. Obviously has a conference game. Memphis has clinched their spot into it, but South Florida is trying to win and getting UCF to lose on this next week to get there. But it probably will be UCF and Memphis playing again. Clemson and Miami, they both locked it, and they're going to be playing each other. Because that's just what's locked up right now. NC State and Virginia Tech have no chance of catching up. Big 12 Conference, they have a title game. They have a conference title game as well. Right now, if you look at it, now, this, you got all of these 5-3 teams competing to get TCU, but here's the catch. Tiebreaker, 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 tiebreaker. The whole tiebreaker goes to TCU out all those people in contention for it. So basically, what's safe to say, it'll be TCU, Oklahoma battling again for the Big 12 championship. Because TCU's beating Oklahoma State, Texas, West Virginia, Iowa State. So has Oklahoma. There's nothing that anyone of them can do. Big 10. Obviously, you'll have you'll probably have a Wisconsin Ohio State battle because Ohio State has beaten Penn State, Michigan State. So it's basically Ohio State to do it. there's really not any chance for that. So, I'm gonna say it's safe to say that Ohio State will win the Big Ten East. And from the West, Wisconsin's clinched it up. There's no, they aren't going there. Conference USA, they'll probably have a title game, it looks like, as Florida Atlantic. And either North Texas, UAB, and Southern Mississippi will fight for that other spot. In the title game. I would love to see UAB in their first year back into football get to the conference game. Then you got the independents. It doesn't really matter at all. Mid-American. You got Arkan and Akron and Ohio battling to go along with Northern Illinois and Toledo, and Central Michigan City in the backseat in case they both lose. Mountain West, Boise State clinched over Wyoming. Fresno State is starting to get there, but they could use a San Diego State loss or a win to clinch that. Pac-12, gotta move this back up. Oh, there we go. So with that, you got Stanford competing with Washington and Washington State for that. But then USC easily has their side locked up. So now here's the catch. Who is gonna grab it? Is it gonna be Washington, Stanford, or Washington State? Well, we'll be seeing that later. I don't know, but we'll see. Georgia obviously will go to the big Southeastern Conference title game, and obviously it'll be from the West. You got Alabama and Auburn competing for it. Auburn wins the game. Auburn goes to the title game. Alabama wins. Alabama plays Georgia. So that's just how it's gonna be. And most likely, one of those two teams, one of those three teams will make it to the playoff. There's the Sun Belt Conference. If you really want to, there's 4 to 5 different teams competing for that Louisiana, Appalachian State, Georgia State, Arkansas State, and Troy. But I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on that. To NFL, I'm trying to make this quick. I spent a lot of time on the last subject. So with that, Lions play Bears. I think Lions should have this, even though Bears are doing pretty decent now. Rams, Vikings, game of the week. On the whole, that went off. Patriots, Raiders from Mexico. I think Patriots should easily have that. Cowboys, Eagles. Eagles should easily have that without Ezekiel Elliott. Jaguars, Browns. Jaguars should easily win that. Ravens, Packers. I think Packers got that game. Dolphins, Buccaneers. I think Dolphins have that one. Saints, Redskins. Saints are gonna win. Chiefs, Giants. You got Chiefs winning. Cardinals, Texans. I think Cardinals are gonna win this. Bills, Chargers. Bills are gonna win this. Bengals, Broncos. I think Bengals will win. And Falcons, Seahawks. I think Falcons will win. So, so that is what that is gonna be. Now to the game of the week. Those are just my thoughts. I ran through that quickly because I've got very little time left. To run through the standings and all that. So here's who you got competing: Vikings and the Rams. they think the Vikings have a better chance of winning this, which I'd kind of agree. But you never know, because Vikings are at home. That's kind of the reason why they would think that. You got Jared Goff taking on Case Keenum. Maybe even Teddy Bridgewater will get in there. You got Todd Gurley taking on Dalvin Cook, which Dalvin Cook is in there, but Derek McKinnon and Latavius Murray and toss in there. Robert Woods and Adam Thielen. Those are both great team members, which will make this game pretty interesting. Team stats, points per game, goes to Los Angeles Rams. Points allowed per game goes to the Rams. Total yards goes to the Rams. Yards passing goes to the Rams. Yards rushing goes to the Rams. Yards allowed goes to the Vikings. Pass yards allowed goes to the Rams. Rush yards allowed goes to the Vikings. Not looking really great for the Vikings there. But you never know. You got some interesting teams. These are their last 5 games. It probably won't do you much good because they don't have any common opponents in the last 5 games. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that these are both really good teams, but Minnesota's going to win this one at home in a close one. Now to the standings, if I can get there. I don't know. I want to do a little NHL, NBA, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get there today. Because I try to keep this at 15 minutes. Doesn't look like I'm not. I think I'm just barely going to beat that. AFC East, Patriots, I think, are going to easily win that division. But Bills are on cruise behind there in second place. AFC North, Steelers obviously have that one. AFC South, I think that's going to be a dogfight between the Titans and the Jaguars. But I'm just going to give this one to the Jaguars. AFC West should easily be the Chiefs. NFC East, you got the Eagles easily winning it in my mind. But Cowboys are going to be a close second. NFC North, I think Vikings got this, but Lions are on cruise right behind them. NFC South, you got Saints, Panthers. I think Saints are going to win this division on a 7-game win streak. They're going to keep it going, and I don't see any reason why they're going to do it, but Panthers are going to be a close second. And NFC West, I think Rams got the division. Seahawks are going to win second. And now, to my final part of the episode. One of these days I'll get to it. To the NBA and NHL. So now you're looking at today's NASCAR page. There's these championship for today, but you cannot go wrong with how this will be going. This will be interesting to see. But it will be a very good race. I bet you'll be looking for Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Montrose Jr., Brad Keselowski. You're gonna be looking for them all here. But you also gotta watch, well, should you be watching for, because there's a lot of people who are coming away with that win today. Denny Hamlin's gonna try to feast. Chase Elliott's gonna try to get his first win still. So, but also keep in mind of the Owners' Championship that they're also fighting for. But for my pick today, I think Kyle Busch will win the championship. For the race, I have no idea who's gonna go, but as long as it's not Brad Keselowski, I'm happy. So, till next time, I'm gonna say